What's up, guys? I'm Tim Geddes. I'm here with Sam Claiborne, and we are checking out Metroid Fusion, one of Nintendo's greatest, because we're taking a look back at Nintendo's 125 years as a company for their anniversary.
Yep, and we're going to be playing a bunch of Nintendo games, and this one specifically came out, Metroid Fusion 2002 for the GBA, Game Boy Advance, and it came out the same day as Metroid Prime, and you could connect them together. It was pretty cool.
That's crazy to imagine that these two games came out on the same day. They're so different. They're both so great, and this is the first time we saw a proper Metroid game since Super Metroid.
Yeah, I know. And this game is more similar to Super Metroid because it's 2D, and it has a lot of the same weapons and elements in it. Of course, Metroid Prime is just its own thing entirely. But this game, I think it's a little bit of a bad rap. If not a bad rap, then just kind of a meh rap, because it came out the same day as one of the greatest games Nintendo ever made.
Yeah, and also it is way similar to another one of the greatest games Nintendo ever made.
Yeah, and I'm a Zero Mission fan myself. I really like Metroid Zero Mission, and this is definitely an inferior game to that. But I will say, like, playing it right now on the eShop on Wii U, it looks so good.
Yeah, and
I'm just amazed.
There's something special about it too. I don't think anybody thought it was a bad game. You know, like even when we're saying
it was just like a meh, right?
Yeah, it's just and
now
that's
I
only
just played it
compared
again.
to the greatest games. Like,
yeah, exactly.
If you compared this to just other games, oh, it's great. It's amazing.
Yep. And I played it again. I just beat it again on my own, and I gotta say it was much better than I remembered it. And one of the things that always disturbed me about it is that once you get to the end of the game, if you don't get these kind of secret passages, you can't 100% it, unless, I didn't know this at the time, that if you actually go back to your uncompleted save, it will like open all these unlocked doors and allow you to go back and do that.
Oh,
so I didn't know that, and it made it really annoying. I was like, how could there be a Metroid game where I can't go collect everything unless I know where everything? I don't know. I like to explore. I love that in-game exploration run in any Metroid game where you actually go around and just do crazy stuff for a while.
Yeah.
And like get all the bomb upgrades and all the missile upgrades, and I just think that's one of my favorite parts.
One of my favorite things about this game specifically is the colors. It is a lot more vibrant than a lot of the other Metroid games, specifically Super Metroid. And,
a lot of pinks and purples.
Yeah, and
which if before you dismiss those as baby colors, that's the color of the Covenant in Halo, and it always reminded me of that when I first played Halo.
Oh wow, that's actually
I was just like, oh, this is a weird color scheme for a sci-fi game, but Metroid Fusion kind of did that.
I also like that it all took place on a ship. That's one of the things most people don't really like about it. But I thought it was cool that it gave reason for a lot of the environments.
Yeah.
Like there'd be like
one environment's based on the planet Zebes environment, and then one of them's tropical. There's ice. Then there's nocturnal, which is at night, and it has this really sad robot battle in it. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this giant floating robot, and he's like crying while you kill him.
Oh my god.
It's such a bummer. So one thing I like, I'm just gonna stop for a second. Look how her suit
just bounces slowly.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's supposed to be the SRX infection, like throbbing, because it's like fake skin. And I always thought that was super cool too.
And like you were saying earlier, you could link this with Metroid Prime and have different functionality and stuff. Off the top of my head, I know that you could have the fusion suit in Prime, and I remember it unlocked the first Metroid.
Yeah, you could play Metroid 1 on your GBA. Yeah, it was a cool little connection. You had to, of course, use a cable to do that, and I think that's probably something that's going to be lost to history at this point.
Yeah.
There's no way to really do that, simulate that without hardware, or Nintendo hasn't worked to do that. So you'll never get to see that again. It's just a little thing, but it was actually really touted at the time. Like I think Nintendo Power had both games as cover stories, and the connection was something Nintendo really tried to push. And in fact, one E3, I believe it was E3 2000, though it could have been 2001, Nintendo pushed this GBA connection.
With the Pac-Man. I think it was 2002.
And everybody was super disappointed.
Yeah.
And it was really just this and Animal Crossing that I really remember that having.
And Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah. I think it's so weird how you can jump with the bomb. Or with the ball, the
Four Swords Adventure also had a lot of that, the cable functionality and stuff too.
Did it?
Yeah, right.
What did you like? Oh yeah, Four Swords Adventure. Of course. Yeah. Man, I don't know what I did wrong here.
But yeah, man, this game, like just looking at it just brings back so many memories, so many bus rides.
Just really? Did you play this on the way to school?
Yeah, a lot of going to school playing this game. And that was what's awesome about this is it's portable Metroid.
Yeah.
Like, now we
I
look
can
at
do this
that.
here.
I mean, there hasn't been one since. You know, where's Metroid Dread at?
Yeah, so they had Metroid Prime Hunters on DS, which was that first-person shooter one. But yeah, just really the 2D Metroid. You'd think you could just keep making those forever.
Yeah.
You know? Oh God.
Oh. You got warned earlier, Sam. Don't go in the electric water.
I know. That was my express mission from who turns out to be, spoilers, the character in Metroid Other M, Adam. Remember that? The AI is
exactly
in that way.
Yeah, this was one of the first games to really kind of give a story and more of a narrative, more so than just one title screen.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, like, not cutscenes, but, like, words.
Yeah, and Metroid Prime was isolated. It took place in its own storyline. It doesn't do a lot of linking. But this one and Super Metroid, Metroid 2, they're all linked together.
Yeah.
By the
through line of the plot.
Yeah, like the baby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to go this way, but I know I need to wrap it up too.
Yeah, you know.
It's funny, I just did this puzzle and I can't remember it.
Well, guys, this is awesome. If you haven't played Metroid Fusion, you should probably go back and do that, especially now that it's on the Wii U eShop. And you should stay tuned to IGN because we're going to be doing a ton of these Nintendo Let's Plays, and man, we're going to have a lot of fun playing them. So hopefully you'll have a lot of fun watching them. Stay tuned.